How's it going, guys? Gonna be streaming the usual Gruul mid-range Ponza. Um, just been kind of just doing the old uh, Drextra. Thanks for the follow, I really appreciate it. Um, so gonna run it back some Gruul mid-range. I always like to do a little quick deck tech before I run the league, start the video. So um, Ponza's been kind of stuck outside of like a handful of flex slots. So the flex slots I have are like the 2 Ren and 6, the Questing Beast 1 of, and the 1 of Chandra Torch of Defiance. Um, the thing about it is when I play this archetype, I don't like having pillage. I think since, like, for those who have been following my channel, like, I've only been playing like BGX, so I approach it from like a more mid-range point of view versus like a prison free win kind of point of view. So like I'm not gonna lie that and say like, oh, pillage is bad. Like pillage does lead to some free wins, especially when you just like turn 2 pillage them. It just like it can be game over. But it's like one of the worst top decks, and if big mana was a lot more prevalent, I could see pillage being a thing. If a lot more artifacts were relevant, I could see a thing. Um, but the fact that if you like against like all the blue snow decks, like pillage really doesn't do anything, and like affinity isn't really there. Tron and Amulet aren't really prevalent in the meta, so it's like I don't see main deck reason to run pillage because I see all these Gruul mid range players side out pillage, which is kind of indicative of how good the card is, right? So um, I can fill in other just good cards under colors like Ren and 6, a 1 of Questing Beast, a 1 of Chandra that you might have to sacrifice. I like having 3 Bonecrusher Giants, just to be able to have early interaction, because like if you look at our curve, if you don't have the 2 Ren and 6, the 2 Scoos is kind of standard. We have a huge hole in our 2-drop curve, but if you have the 3 Bonecrusher Giants, the curve is actually kind of like this, and it's actually not as bad. I feel like the sideboard's kind of stock. I like having 1 Veil. 2 Veils I can see if blue decks become a little more prevalent, but they're kind of awful cascade into it with Bloodbraid off, but I think just running 1 is fine. I had a choke in the sideboard. I took it out for a Trinity Sphere for a league yesterday because I thought maybe Storm and Burn would be a little more prevalent, but I ran into 2 or 3 blue decks, so I'm just going to try to boil today. The Magus Blood Moon splits, I like having 2-2. I don't like having 4 Maguses. I see a lot of lists running 4, and I think they just die too easily. But having multiple actual literal Blood Moons is kind of bad just because you kind of want to be more threat dense. So I think a 2-2 split is really nice, and since I'm not running any pillage, I have a 5th Blood Moon effect on the sideboard. Other than that, let's get started. Let's start a modern league. Let's go. Hope everyone's having a good holiday, a good July 4th. I've had the past couple of days off, so it's been easy breezy. Just double checking this is the right list with the sideboard. Yep. So everyone having a good holiday, staying safe and healthy. I set up a new stream setup, so this is my first time running Streamlabs OBS instead of just like regular OBS. So bear with me as I'm kind of ironing out the kinks. I switched over because if you guys can see, I have like the chat, quote unquote, in the chat in the stream. This hand's kind of awkward on the draw. This hand's a lot better on the play, obviously. But I think on the draw, it's kind of on the really low end. But we do have like we can curve out, so I think I'm gonna keep this. And hopefully we don't get punished. Black Lake this might be Jund. If it's Jund, that's good news for us. If it's like, yeah, I have a feeling it's Jund. In which case, I think I can play Lightning Bolt. So I think I want to hold up Lightning Bolt and pass. The thing about the nuances of Ren and 6 is I like having, knowing that I'm going to fetch this back, I like having the Woodfill so I can fetch both Forest and Mountain. Wow. Okay. So, what is our opponent on? Jund with no... it's like Jund with a whole bunch of removal? Yeah, are they gonna like just Assassin's Trophy it or something? I don't know. The Assassin's Trophy, okay. So it's red-black. I can see like discarding. Oh, it must be that. Oh, goblins. Okay. So that's unfortunate. My mouse is like my wheel doesn't work. So like I can't zoom in, so I'm gonna have to do the preview pane. Whenever another goblin usual dies, there's one damage to any target. Okay, so I'm gonna have to kill that thing on the spot. Got it. Understood. I mean, I could also just ignore it. I could also just play Blood Moon and just hope my opponent doesn't have any black spells. And then they could just answer my Ren in 6. I could also just say play Spyro. So if it's goblins, I think I just like playing Spyro. Or I could just play Blood Moon and just turn off all like the black spells. I think I like that more. And then hopefully my opponent doesn't have like a Goblin Lord. Five isn't that safe. Our opponent could have some sort of like haster. I actually should have fetched a mountain, so I can go Spiral plus Bowl. I didn't think about that. Hopefully my opponent's hand is just all uncastables. Or not. They could just have basic swamp in hand. Cool. So my Ren is down. That's fine. That's fine. So this matchup makes me want the second Anger, obviously. So here, I think since I didn't fetch the mountain, I kind of want to just Bloodbraid off. Bolt. I guess we bolt the 2/2. Go 17. I guess we just hold back. Bloodbraid off as a blocker is obviously not ideal. But opponent pays the Echo. So I don't know how that's a sign of weakness of our opponent or just wants the value. Yeah, Matron and the Ringleader is pretty tough. Here I think I just cast Bloodbraid off and then because if they're pricing the Ringleader next turn, then I don't think I need to hold up Bolt. Or we just have another armor. That's fine too. I think at this point we can kind of start getting aggressive with our Bloodbraid Elves. Because like at this point, they want to trade the whole board away. I think I'll take that trade. Because I guess they're expecting to refill the ringleader, but we can't have the board go this, like, this crazy. And we can just start emptying our hand, and then next we can like go Bolt, Spyro, and try to refuel from there. Or they could just Thoughtseize or Spyro away. That's awkward. So they got Snoop and War Marshal. That's a bad draw. I guess we're gonna hold the bolt for the Snoop, so I guess we just pass. This is awkward. Yep. Cool. So they know about our bolt. Guess we trade our elf here. I guess I gotta trade it with the token, but kind of want to see what they play. It's probably just the other War Marshal. Oh, a second Snoop. Okay, so then that just means our bolts are kind of just bad. Or, I guess it's not that bad. I guess we can just, because they have the Mod War Marshal in hand. We have to kill both Snoops. So, I guess we can just get aggressive again. Crack back. So we just dump this guy. Hold that guy. Attack. And then luckily this Bone Crusher Giant is finally, like, we finally have the biggest creature on the board. Oh no. Yeah, this matchup makes me like having the second Bone Crusher Giant. I know a lot of people are not running Bone Crusher Giant. Clothis is a good draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are 1 pip short. I guess me blocking with the elf really punished me here. Because we gotta had an active Clothis. Definitely got punished. So they have a Bloodstained Mire that they played. Okay. No. No. So take this Snoop just because it gets unearthed. We know they're gonna draw Cavern. We really need to draw like a Glorybringer or something to like. Okay, they're flooding. It's good news for us. We need a Glorybringer. Spyro. Chandra's a good draw too. I'll take Chandra. So we'll take the Matron next because we don't want them to be able to tutor up a target. I sequenced that totally wrong. Actually, I guess I should kill that. I didn't think that line through. I was like, I'm probably just gonna plus, and I just, oh wow. That was definitely an early concession by my opponent. Okay. I don't think we I don't think we were that ahead that game, but I'm not going to complain. So I guess Bloodmins are pretty bad because they can just play through it and they have Aether Vial. So the Bloodmoon effects come out. The Anger of the Gods come in. I honestly did not expect to win that game. My opponent hit 2 lands off the top, and I think us going cloth this into Chandra was definitely awesome. Wow. Okay. The one card I do miss from BGX is Ashok. Being able to shut off my opponent's searching seems pretty sweet. What's that one spell? I'm just wondering if Veil Summer is worth bringing in. I think the answer is no. I'm gonna look at a deck list just to see if there's anything post-board they might bring in against us. Because they have Thoughtseize, which is kind of like whatever. And it's like it's not worth like Veil Summoning a Sling Gang Lieutenant. So it's like I can see like Grafdigger's Cage coming in because of Unearth, and like it doesn't stop the combo, but it stops Snoop from actually working. So like we don't lose the value game. I think it's better than just Bloodman in general. I could also see like Opposite Baloth coming in. But let's just try this first. That was actually a really bad opener too. Like that was. So this is why you keep those below average hands, even if you can curve out, because it's just reasons like that where, you're as a mid range deck you can just kind of curve that out and be fine. Sand lacks removal, but I don't think we can mulligan to turn 2 Scoos or even a turn 2 Spyro. Okay, sweet. And hopefully my opponent like spends the first turn like killing our elf. We got turn 3 Glorybringer too. Pretty sweet. If our opponent does not interact, I can see my opponent playing that one Munitions Expert, I think that's what it's called. My dog is going crazy. Snoop. Okay. So my opponent theoretically could combo here, but we don't have any interaction, so I think we just play out our hand, play our Scoos, play our elf, and then hope they don't combo and we Glorybringer them. Because even if we spiraled, spiral into a room, so we can't. Do they just matron for the win here? Oh, that'd be so gross. Don't do it. And that's the ceiling of this Goblin deck, right? Like, you just have an oops, I win combo, which is kind of annoying. Maybe I can't keep the hand. Maybe we need to keep hands with interaction. Like that. That's a great hand. Don't thought seize me. Don't thought seize me. Hand is pretty gas. I need a fetch land off the top though. Fetch land off the top would be absolute gasoline. Two bolts. We need fetch land off the top, or any land really. So 19 out of 52. Got all these. Got all these. Okay. I don't think we can play Spyro, as awkward as that is. Because we kind of want to hold both these bolts. We gotta commit to the board. I guess I have the Spyro and I can discard one of these bolts and keep one. Yeah, I don't think we can just like not commit anything to the board. And we also want to protect this run 6 without using one of these bolts. That's the awkward thing about playing Seasoned Pyromancer is you get hands like these. The scary thing is our opponent can also combo here. They go Snoop into Matron or I don't want the fetch land now though. I guess I just attack with one Seasoned Pyromancer. We're close to ultimating too. So that actually might be our main game plan here. I hope they don't draw a munitions expert to kill our run. Sling Gang Lieutenant. Okay. That's a good draw. We have a lot of interaction here. That's good for us. So that doesn't take care of the run. So I think we fetch. Got off our stomping grounds in play. Achievement unlocked. What am I trying to play around? I guess I'll let this resolve just to see what's put in. Munitions expert. Killing my Spyro. Interesting. This does not have flying. Trying to see how much value I want to give them with this guy. I guess I could stomp this now. I could also just let this resolve, and then if my opponent just attacks all out, I could just make a bunch of tokens. I think I like that more, and I can just hold removal. And then if my opponent does try to like do anything funky, like I can just I have removal in hand. Three mana. Opponent digging is good. Wow. Okay. I don't think I'm ahead here, right? Like, obviously we can all run ultimate next turn. I don't know why my opponent didn't deal damage to the Ren. Okay. Whatever. Alright, off to a good start. Beating goblins. I don't know, I feel like my opponent was not playing tight. Or just, it seemed, I get the sense my opponent was kind of tilting off. Like, wasn't really thinking through my opponent's plays, and like, they, how do you say it? Like, you can kind of tell when someone kind of just, like, when they have a missequence of draws, when they literally reveal what they're drawing, and they do like 3 lands in hand in a row, and it's like, oh my god. Oh my god. I think Franny's on. I think he's still on Goblins. So. Alrighty. His hands a keep. I think Francisco's streaming right now. Still, if I remember correctly. That's so funny. He says, well, hello there. We'll see how good Goblins is in in the hands of a much better pilot, let's say that. Okay. Franny says, well, that's not siege right now. Francisco and I were in the Modern Streamers League together, and we were on the same. We were in the first season. We were on the same team, and even though we were on the same team, we are never shy about giving each other crap about it. That's for sure. He always gives me crap about my history of Magic playing Abzan. So. He's probably like, Questing Beast? What is this sorcery? And he takes the Questing Beast. Alrighty. Sounds good to me. Gotta stop my ground here. Red and 6. I guess I could play red and 6, get a fetch, and pass the turn. Hold up, stomp if needed. It's awkward because we have 3 stomping grounds in hand / play, so it's kind of awkward to fetch. The opponent plays this Mons guy. I'm just gonna. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I was just gonna stomp it. So we'll see what he reveals. Another matron. So he's just trying to outgrind us here, which makes sense. We're drawing pretty poorly here, though. That's the problem. So we're gonna do this. Declare attacks. Oh, that was really bad for us. Really, really bad for us. Do we just play Bone Crusher and pass too? That's just really awkward. That was a really bad attack. I guess we just leave this Ren to go. I was thinking I could just stomp literally anything, and that's the one card I didn't think of where like stomping, like it doesn't play around stomp, or stomp doesn't really affect what Franny's doing. I think we still gotta hold up removal though. It's fine. So my opponent can end a turn matron. It's really awkward. Sure. Scavenging ooze. Guess we play the Scoos out here. You can eat the matron. I don't know if Franny's list plays on Earth, but okay. This is the fear against this deck is you can definitely just outgrind like crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So definitely can kill our Scoos. Munitions in our circuit is so good. So I'm gonna stomp this guy. So so Franny can definitely go wide now, which is awkward. Like this. And that's the thing about this Goblins deck that I'm scared of is he can doesn't even need a combo. He just does this. Like he can just go wide. Like the go wide plan is a decent plan. Just having a decent aggro plan along with a combo plan is what's scary. No. And just the power with Aethervial and just being able to do your draws like this is really, really cool. And then just outgrind with the Ringleader. Oh, so gross. So gross. He whiffed too. One, two, three, four, five, six. God. I think we have to stomp something just to play the Bone Crusher Giant next turn. Just to not get got by all these white decks. By all these go white creatures. You just copy and kill that guy. Okay, that's a start. That is a start. I think I can attack with this Bunker Giant here. And then if they want to, if Franny wants to trade, he can trade. You seem to hope my Franny just draws blanks. Snoop. Okay. That is not a blank. That's blank. So I don't need to Lightning Bolt now. Blood Moon. I think here, I think I can safely attack with like one Bone Crusher Giant. Six. Nice, yeah. So I think I can attack with one. So I'm gonna just bolt the Snoop now. And my opponent's off black mana. I guess my opponent does have the Aether Vial, so he gets on 3 and 2, but I think we can attack with both Bone Crusher Giants now. And then we just have a Bolt for backup. So opponent needs to whiff here. Ooh, 4. Val on 4 is scary. I think we can just attack again, all out. I'll take that. Hopefully my opponent just has Thought Seizes. Thought Seizes would be good. My opponent had, if he had Ringleader, he would just, I think, just slam it because that's haste. And just play a bunch of dudes out. Okay. Cavern's good. Don't want to play the Spyro because I don't want to discard my Bolt. And I can just like discard whatever cards I draw next. Ooh, Snoop. Sure. Can't cast it. Blood Moon did something. That's nice. That makes my life easy. Alrighty, Blood Moon did something. Blood Mooning did something. Same plan, I guess. Angers and cages. Board out the Blood Moon effects. No, sweet. That was indeed sweet. I guess we just roll this back, I guess. God, I don't like Graph Trigger's Cage though. Just don't. But it's like it's just better than our Blood Moon effects. Like I think Franny is a good enough player to just fetch basic swamp against us. It gets like Aether Vial too. Maybe we want Cage on the draw and like Blood Moon on the play. Or something like that. Sure. Actually want to see the chat. Usually I hide the chat, but I actually want to see it. So he kept 7. Excuse me. It's fair. Seems like a fair line. Yeah, I think it just ran. Just trying to figure if I want to fetch first. I don't think I do. I think I just want to just go like that. And this is why you want to play Ren Insects, because it just fills that hole in your curve when you get your turn 1 Manador killed. Sure. And then against decks like these where you just want to and against decks like these where you just want to like kill all these little dorks that like add up is just so good. And we're just like hitting our land drops, just like doing our thing. And then like Aether Vial is just so good with Mog War Marshal because you can pay the mana and then still do something with your turn, which is absurd. I smell a munitions expert. Ooh, matron. Okay. The real question is, do you want to kill the Ren or do you want to kill the Skoos? How's it going, Zarakai? I always feel like I'm butchering your name. But hope you're doing good, man. I guess he can kill the Skoos and attack the Ren down, yeah. Makes sense. I guess you can't attack the Ren down. I'm sorry. They don't have haste. They do not have haste. Effing tired. You're one of the few that might get. I mean, I try not to butcher your name too much. I feel bad if I did. Trying to figure out if I want to, like, what am I going to distinguish here? So I can like minus destroy the expert, and then Spyro discarding land and sprawl. And then like I can Spyro again if I need to, or I can like Chandra and like so I think I'm definitely Spyring this one. I don't think playing Chandra just onto this board is going to do anything. I think I want to play the Spyro to protect it. So I think maybe I Spyro, discard land plus Sprawl, and see what I hit, and then if I want to minus the expert, I can. Yeah. I think that was my initial thing, but it's just a matter of like, I guess it depends on what I draw with the Spyro to see if I want to plus or minus with the Ren. Grafdigger's Cage. I'm gonna play as Grafdigger's Cage, and Francisco's gonna be like, "Why the hell are you playing Grafdigger's Cage?" So he's probably gonna. I think I minus the munitions expert, and then play the cage. Because I've seen on Earth, so I have 4 blending effects, right? It's like I don't want to keep any of them in, so it's like, do I keep in So like 4 moon effects come out, I bring in the Angers, right? Those are the easy ones. But it's like, do I bring in Obstinate Bailoff, or do I bring in these cages? Like I don't know. I honestly don't. I honestly don't know. Okay, so you're just going off here. Okay. So he's gonna play the Ringleader. That's gross. Yeah. Because it's either that or a Blood Moon effect, right? I don't like Blood Moon effect because them just fetching basic swamp when we're on the draw is just so bad for us. How are they attacking? So all these, so the Ringleader is attacking me, and all of these are attacking Ren. I guess I could just block the Ringleader and block the Matron, just so like the board doesn't get too out of hand. We can't save Ren, so because that's why I have Cage instead of Blood Moon. I think on the play I'm gonna swap the Cages for the Blood Moon, and also Cage stops like Snoop, like just value Snoop. It doesn't stop the combo, but I think it's enough value to keep them in. Chandra go up to 5 seems pretty good. I think I go Chandra put up to 5. Go up to 5 and then she's at high enough loyalty that these goblins can't attack it down. It doesn't matter. Do I want to fetch basic swamp? Or basic forest and then hope to hit a sprawl, or I could try just get a stomping ground just so I can go like season pyromancer and like bolt if I need to. I don't want to shock either. I think I'm just gonna get basic forest, and if I hit a sprawl or an elf, then I'm okay. I guess if I hit a bolt too, that's actually pretty bad. I could also just plus and play Spyro. Oh man, that's awkward. I could have also played Red and played Spyro, but that's awkward too. I guess I should have plus and played the Spyro. I should have plus and played the Spyro. That was a punt. Because that way I could have protected my Chandra too. That guy's like super punished taking that line. I wasn't thinking. Yeah, I got super punished doing that. Yeah, I got super punished. That was just not a good attack. Okay. I could just draw another anger too. That'd be sweet. So land off the top means we can caught this angler and liberate off. That's a good draw. Oh no. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. The cool thing about Matron is being able to search up Tarfire is pretty sweet. Man, I got mega punished for that. Oh, my bad. Let me change the Stream Decker. I think it was like snakes or something, right? I don't remember what I did. My bad. I forgot to do that. I always forget to change the Stream Decker. Sorry, Zerkai. Let me just do that real quick. My bad. Thanks for pointing it out, though, so I can change it. Really appreciate it. Let's try this now. I appreciate it. There you go. That's better. Revealed. Cheeky. Reveals Goblin Ringleader. That's like a sick combo there. I don't think I can beat this. I'm just going to concede. At least this matchup gets a lot better on the play. So, on the play, like I said, I was going to bring in the Blood Moons instead of the Grafdigger's Cages. I hope they don't have basic Swamp or fetch for it. Because we saw Unearths too. That was another reason to keep the Grafdigger's Cage. I mean, I could also see like Balos instead of the Blood Moons. I could also see Magus of the Moon instead of actual Blood Moon, just because like it can block the 1/1s. I actually think I like that more. Because if they waste a removal spell on our Magus of the Moon, I think that's fine. I think I'll take that. So we got a turn 2 Ren and 6. I think with the Glory Mirror. Hopefully we can just like out aggro them in with this hand. They thought seize us, that's awkward, but sweet, they don't thought seize us. I could also see playing Spyro and like hope to get a removal spell too. Spyro, Pitch, Seasoned Pyromancer, and Glory Ringer. I think I like that line more than just playing a Ren and 6. I think since we're on the play, we want to just attack. And like not having any removal is kind of bad. Drawing into a Bolt plus Ren and 6 is good. Because now we can Bolt and Ren and 6 whatever they play. Because if they have a Snoop, then we're kind of fucked. So I think we just attack. And play Ren and 6 plus hold up Bolt and pass. Sure. It's a lot of lands. I guess we can fetch with Wooded Foothills, play Glorybringer and don't exert, and attack with Spyro and the Glorybringer, and then bring the Foothills back. So that's the card I brought back, right? I reveal Verdant Catacomb. So I think I'm gonna play the Verdant Catacomb so I reveal less information. I'm not gonna exert because I don't think that card is worth exerting, and I just want to keep attacking. Interesting. Okay. And blocking with that 2/2 kind of signifies that he doesn't have Munitions Expert, because like you kind of want Munitions Expert to take the Glorybringer down. Freaking Francisco. So next turn we can like end a turn, make tokens with Spyro, and then hold up Bolt 2. So we're actually pretty well positioned here, especially because they can't block the Glorybringer. So they could combo here too. That's the other thing. But I don't think we can like not play the Glorybringer and attack. So if they have the Snoop, we lose here. Oh, sorry, he needs to have haste. So yep. Yowza. It's Tarfire. Got it. Right off is a good draw. Flip right off is a good draw. I think we're past the point of wanting I think we just go aggro. I think we just keep their board maintained. I think we just start. I think we ping here, and then if we Blood Braid off into the other Renin 6, I'll activate and then down tick 2. Not a good hit, but it protects our Ren. Because I don't mind making these kind of exchanges. Upkeep. Okay. Ringleader is bad for us. Bad news bears for us. We need Ringleader to whiff. We need Ringleader to whiff really bad. So opponent has Kiki-Chiki. Oh boy, we're flooding out here like crazy. So I guess we kill this. Then we attack with Bloodbraid. Wow, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can hold up Bolt and Spyro here with this. Man. So Matron and Harbinger is pretty gross. Oh man, we are flooding like crazy. Honor Fee, Solace Spyro in the yard. I wanna kill it because I wanna make sure he doesn't get any value off Kiki Jiki. Matron. What do we need? What do we need? Ooh, Nations Expert. Oh my god. This is that awkward cat and mouse game where, like, if I minus to kill the matron, he's going to expert kill the Ren in response. And I gotta ask myself, am I okay with making that trade? Or do I want to just keep plussing? I think I just want to plus. Play the Wooded Foothills and then just pass. Get my Ren 6 out of Munitions Expert range. Yeah, that's fair. You're facing goblins too at the moment? Yeah, this deck is really popular. This is my first Ren deck too. Yowza. Oh my god. I have to bolt the Kiki Jiki. That was a good exchange. Yep. So I'm gonna not play the Bolt under turn. I want to see if I can draw an Anger off the top. This is really bad. This is really bad. Single bolt's not bad. Man, we... No bueno. Actually, that was a bad play. I should have bolted my opponent's face. Off chance I draw a Glory Bringer. And then my opponent has a combo, my opponent has the combo. Oh man. Is that lethal? I think that's lethal. So 3, it's close to lethal. No, 3, yeah, no, that's lethal. Oh man. I typed in the chat, I hate him. I'm gonna go into the stream real quick. I don't know how to say his username. Can never spell his Twitter name right. Alright, let's just start the next match. Those are good games though. Darn it, Twitch ads. Well, 2 rounds, 2 goblins. I probably could have been able to win game 2 if I had like played that Spyro turn correctly.
And this is why I hate you. You know what, Kevin? It would have been even worse if you had been playing Absent, so there's that. At least you had a shot, you know what I'm saying? GG's, man, GG's. This deck could be a safe deck if it did not have to combo. Yeah, I mean, we comboed out like 4 times so far. In 2 entire leagues, we comboed out like 3 or 4 games only. And everything else we just beat down. We just won with the value play. Just like chaining Matrons and like Mons into War Chief. Actually, we have not cast this guy so far.
This hand's pretty bad. I'm gonna mulligan this hand.
Mons or like this card has been super impressive.
That's pretty good.
This is low-key one of the best cards in the deck. I think that if this card did not hit Planeswalkers, this would be still solid, and you would still probably play 4 copies. But like the fact that it hits Walkers is just absolutely ridiculous.
That's so funny. Franny's a good guy. I like Franny. He's a good streamer too. This hand's really bad. Hopefully, Season Pyromancer can dig us out of this hole. Come on, Spyro. You know how much I love you. I love Season Pyromancer. Land off the top music and Bloodbraid Elf. I would much appreciate that. I'm assuming we're against Death Shadow. Pushing a Seasoned Pyromancer. Interesting. Come on, land. Not a land. I'm gonna make green with the sprawl, and then eat the fatal push. So my opponent can't Snapcaster Mage it first, and they lose Delve Fodder. Or we could just. Is he gonna like Drown Lock this guy? I mean, that's fine, I guess. Snow covered island. So I guess this is not Death Shadow. Okay, that makes me sad. As we're against like Demir control. I guess we just are sprawl flooded. If this Brubbo sprawls hits into a sprawl, I'm gonna be pretty upset. Okay, sure. At least Blood Moon can shut off like Mystic Sanctuaries, so it's not a bad hit. Sure. And this is why Zarakai, if you're watching still, like why I like Bloodbraid Elf, because against like these counter magic decks, you just like out tempo them, and you just resolve a 3/2 haster. So it's like, yeah, you can have those bad hits with Elf, but like against these counter magic decks, like you want these tempo plays where 4 mana you just cast 2 things, just to overload their counter magic. So it's Sultai. So it could be like Sultai Wreck, I guess. Just gonna Questing Beast here. Sure. I could have ended turn. I could have waited and played the Season of Pyromancer, but like you just gotta make him have it. I think at that juncture of the game. It would be really funny if my opponent Cryptic commanded my forest. I'd be so sad. Sure. Gotta push. Huh. Hopefully all they have is Fatal Push. And we can just double stomp them. Sure. And Bolt Range. We have Lethal in hand. I think I play the Magus here. And they can't fetch with the Misty either. It's pretty sick. I don't want to stomp. Okay, sweet. I think here is I have to make the move now. Because now they can't force us either. Gross. So they go up to 4. Sweet. So Sultai, bullshit. I got the boils, the relics, veils. I could see like offset bailouts coming in, but I didn't see any like discard. I don't really like bailouts. I don't think I want the 5th Bloodmoon effect. I think I can see shaving like 2 bolts and 2 elves or something like that. Something like this. Just so our top end's better. Our sprawl stays on the board, so like Clothis can turn live. Since it's like blue-red, like I'm not really scared of my Clothis dying if it gets turned into a creature. If it was like banned, then I would probably not want Clothis to be a creature just because it doesn't get path. So maybe I'll keep something like this. I don't like Cindervise. I know some people were in Cindervise in the control matchup, but I don't like it. How'd your I don't know if you're still listening, Zarkai, but how'd your Goblins match go? I wonder if you're still playing it or if it's over. Probably keep this configuration. I don't think I want the 5th Bloodmoon effect. I will show you in Discord. I'll open up the Discord right now. Because I'm still pondering if I want anything else to sideboard. But I don't think I do. Excuse me. Yeah, I just keep this. Keep this configuration. Let's go. Shout out to the people in the Ponza Discord. The community in the Ponza Discord is pretty legit. Really friendly guys in there. Just gonna give a huge shout out. So if you're not a partner of the Ponza Discord, go ahead and join. It's pretty sick group. Probably just bottom of Scoos. I think I want to go turn 2 Scoos, turn 3 Ren, hold up Veil. So nice. That's a different Goblins list than what I've played. Bog Fanatic and the Goblin Lord was not in the 2 Goblin lists I played in my league today. This list looks a little bit worse. Coat of Arms too. I feel like that Goblins list is not the most optimal, to say the least. I'm gonna play the Ren, and if he tries to leak it, I'll Veil of Summer. Because getting the Ren in 6 is just so good in this matchup. Aether Gust is fine. I'm gonna fetch first, and then I'm gonna put the Aether Gust on top. Glory Bringer plus got this seems lethal when your opponent's at 6-2. That seems pretty sweet. I'm a big fan. It's awesome. I'll take this exchange. Because now my opponent's at 1, and I have a Scavenging Ooze and a Bonkers Giant and a Bloodmoon in play. Or in hand, I mean. So here I'm going to just play the Bloodmoon out. Turns off Mystic Sanctuary. Turns off multiple blue mana. Please resolve. Just slamming haymakers here. Uh-oh. Chase. Interesting. Bloodmoon actually helped my opponent out. Opponent played an untapped Triome. I would like a land here. I could also just like exile a land, stomp the Jace, and play the Bone Crusher Giant too. If I draw a land would be the best because I can also just drain outright. Okay, sweet. So then I'll just eat the Aether Gust. So get rid of ways that my opponent can snap. Get rid of Clothis. Stomp this. I wish it was a bolt, but oh wow! I misplayed. I did not play around in counter. I did not expect my opponent to do that. I could have played a Scoos too. These little misplays are just adding up. I didn't think my opponent would force that. Exiling a Snapcaster Mage. My opponent's also Brainstorm locked somewhat. That was a good draw. Thank you, deck. Thank you for not punishing me for playing bad. Sweet. Decent draw. I mean, Clothis is also online, I think, if I count correctly, which is good. Cryptic Command? Huh. This cloth that's on board is pretty decent to say the least. Turning off my opponent's fetches is nice too. Just attack Jace first. Wow. I'm just thinking long and hard about this play. One, two, three, four, five, six. I think I want to top this Bunker Giant. Oh, my bad. I'm gonna make green with the Sprawl, since obviously we're lacking green mana. Start attacking my opponent's yard here. Jace is brainstorm locking our opponent, which is good for us. But we also are just draining them with Clothes, and that's why Cloth is just so good. Because like, if you resolve a Clothes like this, you're just like very, very ahead. Like, they just cause so much pressure on you, which is ridiculous. And I could pay for a mana leak if needed. Let's exile this. Cast this. Sure. I guess it really better than just like exile tokens and then attack, and then stomp the Jace. I'm not gonna activate the relic yet. Probably hold the land. My opponent used 2 gusts already. I don't know how many they have in the sideboard. I doubt it's any more. So it's like they need a Cryptic command. They do have the mana for Cryptic, so. Wow, that was a good draw. I'm gonna like leave green mana up just in case. Like there's no loss in it. Sure. I'm thinking really hard about this Bloodbraid off. The reason why I held the green is if I spiraled into it, then it's like I want to be able to. If I draw like a sprawl or an elf, I want to be able to play it, but that seems loose. It's one of those things where like I'm thinking about what I could draw with the spiral if I hit it. No, on second thought, if they like bounce my Clothis, then I can't recast it. Like post combat, but I can't cast it anyway. So, like having only a single basic force makes my mana kind of awkward. But I was thinking long and hard about this Bloodbraid Elf. Very, very long and hard. Do they have Cryptic? They always have something in hand. They're tanking really long and hard for this play. Has to be Cryptic, I think. I have a Magus. I mean, if they kill my Bloodbraid Elf, then I lose Devotion for Clothis. I wonder if they realized that I had a Magus in play. Like, that means they're incentivized to kill the Magus too, right? That was an interesting play by my opponent. I don't understand, since I hit Magus off of Bloodbraid Elf. Huh. I think I played against this person too, Mr. Cafuyet. I'm probably butchering the name totally. Blue. Cryptic? If they block Token with the Clothis and Coatl blocking the One Crusher, they go to 1. And then Clothis just kills them. I think I can ignore the Jace for one more turn. So they need to like take care of my cloth this turn and deal with my board. God, Jace has been activated like so many times this game. If I win this again, this might be the first game I ever beat an opponent slamming a Jace and just like brainstorming in return. So he has to have a row. Okay. So I don't have mana to escape. Okay. So they turned off Clawthis. Oh. So now I have to exile here. Sweet. Relic saved the day. Please resolve, please resolve, please resolve. Okay. I guess I can just attack the Jace down finally. And then my Skoo is just lethal still. Look what life total I'm at 31. This cloth is just doing so much work. So funny. Like at the end of the day, the cloth has just won this game, which is absurd. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Alrighty, cool. 2-1. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. I will be right back. Be right back in 5 minutes. Refill my water too. dog has entered the stream. Excuse me. So, 2 goblins decks and then Sultai control, Sultai Snow. It's interesting how goblins is starting to gain a lot of popularity. It's just I think people underestimate how well that deck can grind. Because at least the legacy version, just like chaining Ringleaders and Matrons is just absurd. So it's a good deck. Then reprinting like Goblin Matron and all that stuff into Modern is crazy, to say the least. So yeah, Riley, she just wants some screen time. Yep.